All right, what's up, YouTube? We are back, man. We're back. Medea. You know what I'm saying? If you're in Atlanta, y'all know we just got that big snowstorm that shut the whole city down. Yeah, I hope everybody good. I appreciate all the love and support, especially with my last video. It seemed like I finally done made it to the algorithm with that video right there. Ironically enough, but yeah, man. Appreciate all the love and support on that video. And like I said, we grinding. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. And let me know you guys rock with the content, man. If you did. Oh, and a motherfucker, a little hate said something about me touching my hoodie. I don't do this camera, so I'm still getting used to the camera, so you can. So yeah, man, in today's video, we're just gonna be doing a quick review, quick little rundown of my competition belt. This bad boy right here.
Back to back, you know, pop shit, had pop to see it, fuck a bit, push a 5-star meal. He a nigga thuggin' hard in the field, pop a perk 10, now he can't feel. I taught the car,
now, there's nothing too major. Just want to highlight a few things and a couple of important things that you should know if you want to set up a belt like this, one of these rigs like this yourself, some issues that I had, and some solutions and workarounds for the sort. Let's get into it. First of all, what is a competition belt and what is the purpose of it? A competition belt is basically a rig setup. It allows for reloads off the belt, and it gives you an overall place to have your gear set up on body, out of your hands, so that you can have everything that you need on you for the stages right there accessible to you in that moment. One thing to know, if you've never done it before, when you're shooting stages, you're going to need mags. You're gonna need multiple mags because you're gonna have multiple targets, which means you're gonna need to reload. So what way of having those mags on your body? You can't just hold them in your hand or in a pocket or something like that. USPSA and IDPA, it's factored off of time and accuracy. So you can't just be running around with a bunch of mags in your pocket trying to reload and this, that, and the third. Secondly, you need a holster. Because when you're at any official IDPA or USPSA match, whether it's a practice match or official stage, you can't walk around with your gun in your pocket or in your hand, and especially not with a magazine in the gun. You absolutely need a holster. And overall, aside from your magazines in your holster, it also just allows you the opportunity to have a few more things on your person that you might need on the fly. Okay, now starting off with the belt itself, this is the Krydex USPSA or IDPA 3-gun belt. This is a 2-belt Velcro system that allows for easy access to take on and off the belt. So there's an inner and outer belt system that has hook on one side and loop on the other side, as you can see here. So for right now, for the intents and purposes, we're gonna remove this inner belt. So this inner belt is a softer material made to conform to your body, and it has a more solid part in this middle part right here. And this part of the belt is made to go inside your belt loops and made to be worn as like a regular inner belt. You can take the outer belt and wrap it around your body on the outside, and it's just like a quick detach to get your belt on and off. And I've been running this setup for forever. As you can see, my Velcro's got all lengthened up and stuff, so it's actually time to swap out this inner belt. If I really cared enough, could clean out this lint, no problem, or I could just replace it. They're cheap. It's an overall simple process. It's a modular system that I like, and it works for me. All right, now this individual belt comes with 4 speed pistol mag pouches, and these are great because they're very modular. They're made to fit any double stack or single stack magazines that you may have. They have the tensioner screws, adjustment screws or whatever, and I really like them. They make for easy, you know, you get these mags out. All right, so moving on over, we have 2 ITW fast mag pouches. These are like polymer frame mag pouches, and they're really solid. I like them. They have really solid positive retention. These mags aren't going anywhere. They ain't coming out unless they're on my belt and I want them to come out. So we got those, as well as we have this Molly non-branded extra mag pouch in the back. All right, now moving towards the rear, we have a IDO Gear Molly dump pouch. This is great for any little miscellaneous items that you may need on you, just in case, that you can just throw here in the back like so. It has an opening and it has a bungee system so stuff won't fall out. All right, now for me, I use this dump pouch for miscellaneous items that I might see fit on the fly. So that can consist of a multi-tool, microfiber cloth, anything of that sort that I might need on the fly that is too cumbersome to have within its own as a part of the belt. I can just throw it in there. And also the main thing that I do use this dump pouch for is what I call my +1 mag. So I'll throw an extra mag in here that's topped off. Huh? I throw an extra mag in there that's full, and I'll use that as the mag that I go to when I'm going up to start the stage. That what I use to load around a +1, and then I'll go with my starting mag up front and run the stage like that. Obviously, it's a dump pouch, so at the end of the stage, all my mags, I go pick up all my mags off the ground and dump them in here until I can go and reload any of the ones that are empty. And I actually recently just swapped this out just to the multicam black version, one for the print, as well as this one has a stiffener, like a stiff insert up here at the ridge, so it won't collapse and fold in on you. It just adds a little bit more rigidity to it. But as far as the belt, besides that and the holster, that's pretty much the only two things that's new on here. Occasionally, I'll also throw a sweat rag in here because, truth be told, I'm big. When I get to sweating, I get to sweat. When I get hot, I'm hot. Like, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, but that's everybody. But yeah, so very useful for that too. You know what I'm saying? All right, and last but certainly not least, we have this 6354 DO Safari Land clone that I went myself and I modified it, cut it out. I know it looks a little ghetto, but I modified it to fit my Zulu CO Plus. You guys know that is a big boy right there. This is an abnormally large optic for this holster, so I went ahead and cut it out to fit this optic. I didn't have to do it if I wasn't running this in particular optic. I can actually go grab my other pistol, one of my other pistols in a second, and show you that it still worked regardless. But yeah, now this holster does still retain that level 1 retention. So the gun isn't coming out. It's good, it's solid, it's not coming out unless I actually hit that lever and want it to come out. So that's still good no matter which way I pull it. And the whole purpose of a holster is to protect that trigger guard, especially with that retention. You don't want anybody having your firearm, so yeah. Before YouTube gets to YouTubing, we are unloaded and clear. This also comes with the QLS system. It's the same thing. It mounts up to any, I guess not real steel, but any actual Safari Lane QLS system. This one is the mid-ride version, and it has the bungee leg strap to it, and it's simple as. And yeah, you got your QLS for non-QLS money. Yeah. All right, now I decided to go with this holster because one, if you've been watching my videos, you know I am no LEO, I am no military. A lot of the gear that I decide to run is for range use only. I don't intend to, and I would never use anything, you know what I'm saying, cheap and stuff like this for a real like duty scenario. I decided to go with this because one, I don't have Safariland money right now.
Do you take teardrop?
But I decided to go with this Safariland clone because I feel like for specific range use and comp use or whatever, where everything is a safe and controlled environment, I feel like there's no reason in going with a real Safariland, especially in the sense that it does everything that a real Safariland does for not even a fraction of the cost. Like, why wouldn't you go out and get one of these? I picked this up on Amazon for literally 50 bucks, and if I wouldn't have to do anything to it. This is specifically because I'm running a huge competition size optic on a doctor cut holster. That's the only reason I went and did my own modifications to it. And I've also went ahead and did the same thing that you would do to a real steel Safariland and heated it up and took that flashlight cap out and also molded this Kydex to accept my comp. It does everything, literally everything that you need for a holster, a solid holster for 50 bucks. And that's a steal, in my opinion. It's no reason why you wouldn't go get one of these if you're simply using it for range use. Now, duty and the reliability of this down the line, all right, you know, I understand. I would 100% go with a real, I keep saying real steel. That goes from back in my days. I would go with a real Safariland for like duty purposes and military purposes. I would never use one of these for that. But yeah, man, for range use, saying that to say for range use, this Safariland clone works perfectly. All the parts, like I said, are pretty much one-to-one. So I have QLS capabilities and everything. I really love this setup because it just works. Like, it just works, bro. It does what it needs to do. And yeah, like I've said, I've had this setup for well over like 6-7 years, and the God honest the truth. As you can see, like you can tell, I've had it for a minute with the way the Velcro looks. As you can see, bro, this isn't no new belt or whatever. This isn't no new system. I've had it and it's held up, man. Literally no complaints. It works, man. All right, man. So now some key things to know when you are setting up a build like one of these. Not a build, when you're setting up a rig like one of these, the more you add, the more you lose Velcro space wise for that attachment point, making it all less secure around the edge. So to remedy that, purchase the 3M tape and basically just attach it to each accessory that you added to the belt to make up for that lost Velcro space, and overall makes this setup more secure. This, I know this kind of looks backwards, hard Velcro and the soft side facing both sides. And the reason for that is there was a point in time where I had this reverse. So I had the soft Velcro on the outer belt and I had the hard Velcro on the inner belt. So never mind this, just with your setup, go out and buy a 3M Velcro set so that you can make up for that lost Velcro going along the backside. All right, lastly, there are a lot of soy boys on the internet. I'm gonna say this here. There are a lot of soy boys with their panties in a bunch critiquing your builds, your setups, Now I won't lie, act like I haven't been the one to look at a few builds and look at a few setups and be like, bro, what the is that? It kind of just happens like, bro, it's just certain you see on the internet and it'd be like, bro, like, what? Like, ACOG on a bracelets, ARP, crazy work. Whatever the reason, my people that love to, I don't even want to call it my people, but for them people that like to flat top their ARPs, it's just, and call it a build, like it's crazy work to me. Like the other day I seen a ARP with a EOTech and it was backwards. Like, oh, you know, maybe it's rage bait. I don't fucking know, bro. But I feel like these people be dead serious with these bills that they be coming on here with, and just in general, like, no, bro. Backwards iron, like, and then if they have the iron sights on, the iron sights is backwards, like, bro. But nah, man, saying all of that to say, bro, regardless of what your gear is, bro, it does not have to be Gucci, bro. It doesn't have to be Gucci'd out. Regardless of how you have your gear set up, bro, just tailor it to you. Make it work for you. Get out on the range and practice with it, put in the work with it, and make sure it works. Simple as that, bro. If it works for you, it works for you. But don't just say it works for you because that's just what, like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's practical, in other words. But yeah, you don't have to have the most Gucci gear. Like, bro, you see I have a solid setup. None of it is expensive in Gucci, and it works just as well as some of those other higher end Gucci setups. Now, it's nothing wrong with those higher end Gucci setups. Just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you're putting it to use. You're not wasting money on it. You can start off, I'm making these videos to show you, bro, that you can start out with not having the most expensive gear that can do the same thing and keep up with some of the other rigs that you'll see out there. And aside from that, a lot of people, for specifically to the competition scene, a lot of these guys are running the Krydex line of competition belts. Key takeaways, bro, with one of these setups, these Verco setups, make sure you go grab that 3M adhesive tape to make up for that lost Velcro space, as well as set up your gear for you to have it tailored to you and what you're going to be doing, and get out and practice with it. Make sure it works, make sure it's efficient, make sure it's efficient. Anything you see me put on here is only my opinion. That's what you have to learn in the firearm industry, in the firearm world, bro. Everything is very much subjective. Anything that you see, I would put it to the test yourself, because it's a lot of motherfuckers out here just coming online and making a statement and shitting on a smaller company because it's not in that Gucci category, bro. Like me, I have a Trijicon armor myself, bro, and I'm never gonna be the one to tell you, like, bro, go get a Trijicon. Like, you have to get a Trijicon. It's Trijicon in no way, like, over a Siley optic or a Zula C optic. Never gonna be that. Now, there are some things that I won't go. There are brands, like, if we're gonna be real, they're not even brands. There are brands that make replica optics that are made to go onto airsoft weapons that don't really correlate over to the real steel scene, that I wouldn't suggest. I wouldn't ever tell somebody to go. But yeah, regardless of what you've seen on the internet, I'd always suggest you take it with a grain of salt and go put whatever you have to the test yourself, whether it be optics, magazines, any type of accessory, any type of gun. Go put it to the test itself, because I feel like everything, just in general, is subjective, bro. What works for you, what doesn't. Simple as that, bro. There's a bunch of one-off issues, once in a lifetime issues, bro. So you never know. Even with the top of the line up and have issues. Point being made, get out, run your gear. Can't nobody else run your gear but you. Run your gear for you. I'm gone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn on post notice so you never miss another time I upload. You did? In all 2025, we on the grind. So, YouTube people, done another building, and we gone.